Speaking of despicable Republican senators, Silver Shadow posted this over at DU last Friday. And it's just, the headline, of course, this is from Politicus USA originally. The headline, 47 despicable Senate Republicans vote to deny aid to Flint's lead-poisoned children. Do you get this? 47 Republicans in the United States Senate would not help the lead-poisoned children of Flint, Michigan. The Coates Amendment to the Energy and Water Agency's Appropriation Act failed by a vote of 48 to 49. All Senate Democrats, except for Claire McCaskill, voted against the amendment. And 5 Republicans, Lisa Murkowski, Bill Cassidy, Rob Portman, Lamar Alexander, and Dean Heller, joined with the Democrats in voting against the amendment, but 47 Senate Republicans voted not to provide federal aid for children who were poisoned. Harry Reid said, quote, 3 of the 4 Republican co-sponsors of legislation to help the people of Flint voted to eliminate the funding source today. It is a disturbing trend that Senate Republicans are regularly unable to fulfill their own commitments. The Senate cannot function if senators do not keep their word. And then the person writing the op-ed says, once again, Republicans have shown that they will, they'll lie, cheat, and steal. They'll do whatever it takes to get elected, and then to hell with the people. More than 100,000 people, including 9,000 children under the age of 6, have been poisoned in Flint. And the Republicans in the United States Senate say, tough luck. We're not going to help you. Yeah, Rick Snyder, our Republican governor of Michigan, he's, and his Republican emergency manager who he put in charge of Flint. And, it was their decisions. They were warned. They knew what they were doing. Rick Snyder should be in jail right now. But we're not going to send any money there. Are you kidding? We're Republican senators. I mean, as Republican senators, we've got to raise $20, $30, $40, $50,000 a day. And when you call up donors to, Republican donors, and you say, hey, I need to raise $50,000 from you today. Think you could write a check, and the person says, well, what are you working on right now? And the Republican senator says, well, we're thinking of sending some money to Flint, Michigan to help out these largely African-American children who've been poisoned by lead. And the Republican donor says, what? You're not proposing legislation to cut taxes on rich white guys like me? At which point the Republican senator says, well, okay, I guess I'll get on that. And 47 of them said no to the children of Flint who have been poisoned. This isn't just how badly broken our system is, or how severely corrupt our system is, or how our system has been basically rigged by big money. I mean, it's all of those things, of course. But what we're looking at now in this Republican behavior is something that goes beyond even simple sociopathy. These guys are beyond sociopaths. 6,000 children poisoned by the actions of a Republican governor who himself refuses to pay for anything to do with it. And for Congress, we're talking about an amount of money that would be equal to a day or two in Iraq. We're talking about an inconsequential amount of money with regard to the federal budget. We're talking about a fraction of the fraud and waste that happens in the Department of Defense every day. But these Republicans, these 47 Republicans in the United States Senate, they're looking at this going, wow, you want us to keep taxes high on rich people, or even raise taxes on rich people so that we can have some money to give to the children of Flint? Or you want us to cut back on some of the money we're giving to the defense contractors so that we can save the children of Flint? Come on, where do you think our priorities are at? We're Republicans. I mean, the semi-unofficial motto of the Republican Party is what? Poor black kids, screw them. I mean, this is so over the top. And the fact that there's no outrage about this in the United States is astonishing to me. Now, I think the reason why there's no outrage is because our press is so, owned, and compliant with the Republicans in the House and Senate. 90% of the freak show horror stuff that has to do with actual issues, or for that matter, the good stuff that has to do with actual issues that Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders are talking about, never gets covered. You get Hillary or Bernie on, and the questions are like, what do you think of your opponent? Who's going to be your vice president? And what nasty thing do you want to say about your opponent today? Please let me get you to say something. Same thing on the Republican side. Nobody's asking, what about the issues?
This is the Thom Hartmann Program.
Every Republican should be held to account for this vote not to help the children of Flint. This is political malpractice. It's political crime.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.